That is so rude.
Sylo.
Wait, where's my narrator? No!
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself. That's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
I am... Okay. We're gonna avoid new content.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
And... Nope.
This was not the
this
correct way
time.
to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Okay.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley? Its grace? Its subtle charm? No. Stanley knew it was something deeper, something darker.
Yes. But I really like this chair. That's really what it comes to. And I really wish we could... Oh, we can crouch.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
I think it said
Really
that to
worth
me
it.
before. And I still can't get a drink. Okay.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope. Alright, this time we will not yeet ourselves off
Stanley
the
was so bad
warehouse.
at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oh look, it's the line! We need that line. Don't fall. Don't fall. Alright, do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift. Penalty for jumping off cargo lift.
Look,
All right.
Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Myself?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Ooh. For her.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Are we going to find the fabled apartment ending? Wait. Nah. Okay. Ah!
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly play...
Shut up. Aw, look, we're
Stanley,
in...
is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha! Oh, come on.
Oh my god.
Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Oh, that's creepy.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Good morning, employee 427. Press L on your keyboard. No! Okay, hold on. YouTube thumbnail.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons,
man.
doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work.
Can I get out of
One
this?
might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
F. Press F. No, that is a YouTube thumbnail.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
That's so depressing.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Press K to spend time with the boys. Oh, yeah.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Prepared. I'm not doing any of this stuff. I'm just standing here.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
A game with a baby. I haven't found that one yet.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
I don't know how many other paths I can take.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Press N to go to sleep. Alright, N to go to sleep.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here,
Give me another
watch
button.
This. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I'm not pressing a button. I want the narrator to get sassy with me. Oh god, I'm just gonna set a timer because I want to not press a button, but if he doesn't do anything for like, I'm gonna set a 1 minute timer and see what happens. Because if he doesn't do anything after 1 minute, then who knows? Cheers. You have 44 seconds. How you guys doing? You come here often? My minute's up. I'm gonna press the button.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
I feel like this is kind of deep. Press P to question nothing. Yeah.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
That's rude.
And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
That is so rude. Oh, yeah, you remember? I don't know if anybody was here for it. When I played Undertale for the first time, and I got to the end of that, and I was having all those WTF moments. This is giving me that same kind of feeling.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
Just a matter of time. I love the fact that he keeps on changing what he says. Narrator says go to the left, we're gonna go to the right. Okay, yeah.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Oh, there it is, the employee lounge.
Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood true happiness. Then the feeling went away, and he felt sad again.
Aw, sadness.
Then it came back, and lingered for a minute or two. Now it's only half there. Just a kind of, tingle. Yes, really worth it being here in the room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
What does this say? Vent access for trained employees only. Climb at your own risk. By the way, I have no idea how to actually climb. There is no jump button that I know of. There is a crouch button. I've considered falling off of this thing. I think it would probably end up doing the same thing, though. If I'm more careless in this room, do we get, like, more endings? What if I go backwards? I can't go backwards. Alright.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy.
Whee!
Really, but
Wait, there's a phone ringing. This was not happening before. Who farted? Oh my god, it says that. Is it that one?
Hi, Stanley. Just wanted to leave you a message to let you know there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today. We need milk, cereal, dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar, some bread, and coffee beans, whichever ones you like. I'll give you a call if there's anything I forgot. Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
Bye. It's a bit awkward. Number 1, Dad. Happy Father's Day, everybody. Is it bad whenever I thought about... Okay, that's new. I didn't know I could turn off the monitors either. What about this one? Oh! Press buttons! Put received. Oh god, I'm stuck. Okay. I want to find the fern that they said would be so important
this
later
was not
on.
the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I also want to go through there. Yes, lounge, it's pretty.
Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known before. Was it this room? A connection between the two? Could a man love a room? I mean, truly, truly,
God.
deeply, madly, love.
Yeah, it's just a room. Caution, do not lie. If you are lying, stop. Amen. Is there something else we can do here? Oh, yes, there is. Yes, new area. We are going to plunge down this black hole abyss thing vent and hope not to die. Hey, we live. Cool. No lies.
Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun so far off the beaten path
What?
that it seemed the office had begun so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun so far off the beaten path
Wait.
that it seemed the office had begun so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun so far off the beaten path.
Can you shut up?
The office had begun so far off the beaten.
Thank you.
You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you? What a silly and trite explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording? It was all just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It must be so simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights. How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do. Now I've become sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.